What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, I know this video is a little bit different as I am not currently on the screen. Well, I did break one of my studio lights, and I figured the lighting would just be so weird in here that it would just be best if we just get straight into the video, we skip everything else, and we just get straight into the analysis, as I didn't want to have to try to figure out all the lighting, and I didn't want to take up too much of your time. Now, this is a company, HCMC, that I have been getting requests to do a video on a lot recently. I know some people who are in my live stream were talking about 10xing and 15xing their money the other day, and so I did want to make sure that I checked them out. I know this company is super duper low still in stock price, and I think that there could be a lot of potential upside based on a certain catalyst that we are seeing coming very soon, hopefully. Now, what is this company? Well, this company is going to be Healthier Choices Management Corp, ticker symbol HCMC. Now, what Healthier Choices Management Corp is a US-based publicly traded company specializing in providing consumers with healthier alternatives to everyday lifestyle choices. Starting with this wholly owned subsidiary, Healthy Choice Markets, HCMC owns both ADA's Natural Market, an 18,000 square foot full service grocery store serving Fort Myers, Florida, and 3 Paradise Health and Nutrition locations in the greater Melbourne, Florida area. So they have these very, very big stores. They do have some also, some services and perks that go with them, like chef prepared ready to go foods, 100% organic juice and smoothie bars, a free trade coffee bar, etc., etc. Well, these are pretty important, but honestly, they are not the main focus of this company. The main focus, especially with the hype and all of this news recently, is going to be focused more on these here. Now, it says here that Healthier Choices extends past just healthy eating. With that, Healthier Choices Management Corp, through its 9 owned vape stores across the Southeast United States, offer smokers an alternative to traditional cigarettes. Operating regionally through its vape stores, store brands including the Vape Store, Vapor Max, Vulcan Vape, and the Grab Bag locations, our vape stores provide an endless selection of industry-best vaping hardware and e-liquids, giving our consumers a way to get their nicotine without the smoke, tar, ash, or carbon monoxide found in traditional cigarettes. So this is what the main focus of all this hype has been recently. We will go a little bit further into depth, as honestly, this is all good, but this, their subsidiaries realistically aren't the reasons that they're getting all of this hype. There's really nothing specific that about their grocery stores, or there's nothing specific about their vape stores that make them so stand out that everyone's exciting, but it is actually more a very, very specific aspect of what is going on for this company right now that is making a lot of people believe that there could be a lot of potential upside. Now, before we do go ahead and get into the hype and what that main catalyst is going to be, I do believe it is always important to check the fundamentals of a company and just check out a certain thing, check out their company overview, check out their products, product focus, and also check out their financials. Because even if you are short-terming a stock, you may get stuck in that thing if you don't sell out or if you don't catch, your stop loss or anything like that. And so I do believe it's always important to at least know and understand what companies you might be putting your money into, even if it is a short-term play. Now, one thing I'm going to pull up here is going to be their 10Q. This was going to be a report from Q3, and we can just check out a few of their financials just to see how they have been doing over the last year. Now, one thing that we can see here is that their current assets has taken a sharp decline from 2019 to 2020. Now, considering there were vape stores and these are smoke shops, it's pretty much expected, especially with the whole pandemic that is going on. So this isn't surprising, but I must say that the drop was pretty substantial. Going from their cash and cash equivalents from 1.5 million to about 600,000 is definitely a big drop, and it does show that they did burn through a lot of cash last year as they were trying to remain operational. Now, whenever it comes to their total assets, the only thing that had kept them positive from December 31st of 2019 to September 30th of 2020 was going to be the increase in their restricted cash, which ended up making their total assets go up about 360,000 over the course of those 9 months. So honestly, that is not too bad. It is at least decent to start to see that their assets didn't decrease fully, as we did see their total current assets take a decrease over that same period of time. Now, it is going to be very important to look at their liabilities as well, and we can see that their liabilities have increased substantially from 2019 to 2020, going up from 8.1 million up to 11.2 million basically. So that is a pretty sharp increase. So seeing their assets gain a little bit, but their overall liabilities gain even more is definitely something to watch out for, and it does show a few weaknesses within their financial situation for sure. Now, not only that, we did see their vape stores really struggle last year, and this is what I meant whenever I said that it was kind of expected. We can see that their overall 9 months ended on September 30th from 2019 to 2020. The vapor sales did go from 3.2 million to 1.8 million, but the good thing is we did see a slight increase in their grocery sales, which went from 8.4 million to 8.8 million, so that did represent some growth there. I think that whenever everything happened with the pandemic and people were just flurrying to grocery stores to get as much as they possibly could, that probably did directly benefit this company, and it did help them somewhat stay afloat. Their total sales did decrease from 11.6 million to 10.6 million. So a lot of the vapor sales, that is going to be a substantial loss on this company, considering they have 9 stores around the country. And so that did result again in a loss of about $1 million in net sales from 2019 to 2020. Now, we did also see one thing that I do believe could be pretty good news for this company is the fact that in 2019, their overall loss from operations was about $3 million, and it did decrease to about $2.6 million. So I will say, even though they did have a lot of bad news going on, the fact that they were able to cut down on some of their expenses here during that, during the pandemic, they were able to cut down on their expenses, start to figure out ways in which they could maximize their efficiency. And we did see them take a little bit less of a loss in 2020. And honestly, I do expect that now that things are open, we can see this loss decline even more, maybe to the 1 million range. So hopefully, that I will say, of all of their financials and everything that's going on with them financially, that this is a big plus. The fact that they were able to cut down on their expenses, especially their operating expenses, whenever the time is needed and whenever they need to somewhat reserve cash. So now that we have taken a look at their fundamentals, one thing that I must say is that I'm not a super huge fan of the fact that none of their products and none of their subsidiaries are really standout. I mean, they've even kind of said it that their vape shops are pretty much your basic vape shop, and they do have the 18,000 square foot grocery store in Fort Myers, but other than that, there's really nothing that sets this company apart from other companies. So hopefully, as they do increase their size, that we may be able to see them start to set themselves apart from everyone else in some type of way, maybe through the acquisition of a new subsidiary or something like that. But this is, again, not the overall focus of what is going on with this company, as everyone is more excited about the fact that they are going through a lawsuit right now against Phillip Morris International. Now, at the moment, they are currently going through a lawsuit over patent infringement. Now, this was filed all the way back in November 2020, but as we have seen in the past, much with penny stocks, that Reddit is the king of boosting these things up. And we did see that there was a post on Reddit, penny stocks, that did actually start the whole hype and start the circulation again. Now, if we go over to this post, we can see exactly what started all of this, as this was simply just a post that highlighted some of the potential things that could come from this lawsuit itself. And I honestly think that this catalyst could very well bring this stock price up a substantial amount. Now, of course, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So make sure that if you do want to do more research and if you do want to invest in this company, you understand all the risks and you do your due diligence. Do not simply invest off this company based off of this video. I really do ask of you. Now, if we do go take a look at the company in which they are going to be suing, that is going to be against Phillip Morris International again, and they are going to be suing them over their 170 patent. Now, if we do take a look at Phillip Morris International, we can see that their market cap is sitting at $125 billion, and their stock price is all the way up at $80.48. So this is no small company. This is a company that has actually been very well established, and the fact that they may actually be in the process of winning a lawsuit against this company definitely says that this could be a very strong catalyst for them, at least in the short term. So where does this take HCMC, and what does this, what is the overall goal of this lawsuit itself? Well, they are suing them, and they want them to account and pay damages adequate to compensate the plaintiff for defendant's infringement of the 170 patent. This includes pre-judgment and post-judgment interest and costs and supplemental damages for any continuing post-verdict or post-judgment infringement. They are ordering an accounting for any infringing sales not presented at trial and an award by the court of additional damages by any such infringing sales. They are also awarding Healthier Choices its costs and expenses incurred in this action. They want them to grant Healthier Choices such other and further equitable relief which may be requested into which Healthier Choices is entitled, and to grant such further relief as the court deems appropriate. So they are really going hard at this company. They really do believe that they infringed on their patent, and I think that if they are capable of winning this, that this is going to in itself be a lot of good news for this company. Now, long term, I don't believe that this company is going to be one that I want to invest in whenever it comes to trying to, start a long-term position and dollar cost average and do all that. But if we do go over and we just do go to HCMC stock, we can see that this thing is still super duper low. On the day, it is up 50%, and it is still only at 0.001. So I do believe that with all of this news, and as we have seen this stock start to circulate the YouTube platform, that if they are capable of winning this lawsuit itself, that is going to be enough to really send this stock up, and that is going to be the main play that I am going to make on them. I may believe, I usually don't talk too much about the trades that I'm going to be making, but sometimes I do make some short-term trades based off of catalysts that I think can really boost the stock price. And whenever it's something that is this low, typically I will just go in with a small position, and if the catalyst does go well and it shoots the stock up, then we'll take some profits. But if not, then honestly it's not too bad, as I do only trade on short-term sales with money I am not afraid to lose. Now, so what I do plan on doing with this company is I do believe that I'll be starting a position probably at the end of this video. It has already made its way up to 0.0013 on yesterday at 9:30. So I do believe that there is still a lot of capability for some growth, and I think that coming forward here, if they are capable of bringing out better news with this lawsuit and saying that there's progress and that they really may win it, that we could potentially see this thing start to take off, maybe 3, 4, 5xing, especially if it does start to circulate the penny stock community, as we have already seen it doing through Reddit. Now, again, this is a very, very short-term play for me. If you do want, solid updates on what I'm going to be doing with this company, when I'm going to be investing, when I'm going to be getting out, and all of that, definitely go down to the link in my description, as I will bring you over to my Patreon, in which I'm fully transparent about all of my trades. Let me know if you guys have gotten in on this company. I know a few of you have already made 10x, 20x your money on this company in the last couple of days. So again, definitely let me know what your thoughts are on this going forward and what you think about the overall lawsuit, if you think they could actually pull it off. With that being said, I do post on this channel 2 to 3 times every single day, and I hope to see you all soon. Peace.